PDA, pentadecapeptide, also known as BPC 157. Now, if you are still seeing BPC 157 sold as an injectable, you're getting duped. As of August of last year, the FDA had declared that BPC 157 is no longer legal for whatever reason, ridiculous laws, but compounding pharmacies cannot legally carry BPC 157. They only carry pentadecapeptide. The only difference is that they added an arginate ester to it, which is supposedly maybe enhances the binding affinity a little bit better, but I feel like that's probably negligible. But in any case, all right, BPC 157 is no longer a thing. Now, they can still sell it in oral form. However, I will say that I've tried it in oral form. I didn't notice anything from it. There is other information, scientific information out there that suggests otherwise. From my personal experience, I didn't really find any benefit from it. So, for all intents and purposes, we're going to talk about PDA here, because that is what it is now. So, hi guys, my name is Nayam Vazakis, and I am a peptide specialist. I've been working with peptides since 2011, and in this video, we're going to talk about pentadecapeptide and all its beautiful benefits. So this is really the most well-known peptide that's out there, and honestly, this one is I recommend everyone should be on, and you can stay on this as long as you want, because what it really does at the very core is increases absorption of nutrients. And let's face it, all right, our food supply, our soil is incredibly nutrient deficient, which is why the supplement industry is booming so much as well. So whatever food you're consuming, right, with the little amount of nutrients we have, plus with all the toxins that we're bombarded with, that also interferes with absorption. Stress, which there's pretty abundant right now too, also blocks absorption, okay? It decreases hydrochloric acid secretion. PDA comes in and it normalizes and optimizes health of the gut, all right? It'll get rid of biofilm, it'll clear out pathogenic bacteria and help heal the gut lining, all right? Which is a major issue for people with IBS, for SIBO, for chronic candida infections, even people with ulcers, all right? Can we talk today? And with the increased absorption rate, this peptide is incredible for doing all those things, which everybody really needs, okay? So we're gonna go through the who, why, what, where, and how, and all that fun stuff. But before I do, if you would like to go to the place where I get my peptides, go to the link in the description box below. I work with TeleWellness MD. I did a lot of research and found that they were the most reliable and the highest quality that I could find, and I've been using those for a while. So go ahead and click that link and follow it, and you'll be happy you did. All right, so who will really benefit from this? Who really just talked about that? Athletes and fitness enthusiasts, people recovering from surgery, all right, individuals with chronic issues, people with gastrointestinal issues especially, and those suffering from chronic inflammation. There are two things at the very core in the body that all dis-ease in the body are correlated to, and that is mitochondrial dysfunction and inflammation. So if we can address one or both of these issues, and we eat food that wants to heal the body, and we get our sleep schedule down, you do those few simple things, 95% of your issues are going to go away. Now, I will also say that as you heal and as you balance yourself out, if there is any suppressed or repressed emotional stuff that you haven't been dealing with, that you've been covering up, right, it's going to come up to be dealt with. And a lot of people don't talk about the emotional side of these things. So it's really important to be dedicated to your healing process, mind, body, and spirit, all the way around, okay? So with this, especially if you're recovering from an injury or a surgery, all right, PDA, of course, combined with TB4, which is very well known as the Wolverine stack, is an excellent combination for healing the body, especially the gut, right? And then also reducing inflammation. But PDA also helps with inflammation. In an indirect fashion, TB4 hits it from another perspective, and I'll get into that in the TB4 video. But BP7 and PDA, they enhance tissue healing. It accelerates healing of muscle, tendon, ligaments, bone injuries by promoting collagen production and cellular regeneration. And cellular regeneration is how the gut lining can be healed. All right. I mean, I work with a lot of people that have varying degrees of situation going on in their body. And I'd say at the very core as well, besides the mitochondrial imbalance and the inflammation, is gut issues. Okay. So many people have gut issues. So being able to keep an optimized gut, I mean, really, if you think about it, this could also help with autism. Because at the very core, autistic people, adults, children, men, women, they have a very poor microbiome, all right? So this may not fully get it, but this could be a vital component of being able to heal that as well. Now, that is anecdotal, and that is something that I have experimented with people in my life that I care about, that I've noticed improvements on. But you want to do your own research, and, you know, if you're looking for the scientific studies, I don't know. I see scientific studies as a validation for the experience. Like, I learned everything through experience, right? I've used all these peptides. I try everything out before I recommend it to anyone. So I experientially know what to expect. So think outside the box on these guys, right? Because if you understand the mechanisms of action, then you can reverse engineer issues that are going on in the body. And if you have any questions, or if you have a specific issue in your body that you would like to ask me a question about, put it in the comments below, and I'll, you know, see if I can help you out. So, PDA has an anti-inflammatory properties that make it effective for both acute and chronic inflammatory conditions. Gastrointestinal health. It's particularly effective at promoting gut healing, making it valuable for people with ulcers or inflammatory bowel conditions. And I would also put in there that it is really great for normalizing hydrochloric acid production, thus improving digestive processes. And if you have a lot of partially digested proteins, which a lot of athletes, believe it or not, eating so much protein constantly all the time, that stuff can build up. You know, like, especially if your digestion, like the last 4 to 6 weeks pre-contest, you're so stressed out, your cortisol's pumping through the roof, and you're eating and eating and eating and eating. You know, that stuff lingers, and that stuff will mess your gut up pretty bad. Okay, so you gotta be really careful. I mean, I'll make a whole series of videos on the fitness industry in itself as well. But what is a pentadecapeptide? It's a synthetic peptide composed of 15 amino acids derived from a protein found in the stomach. It is known for powerful regenerative and healing properties, including, looking at my notes here, promoting angiogenesis. It helps improve blood flow to damaged tissue, speeding up the healing process. This literally will help the body sensitize the signaling to where the imbalances are, and it'll go there and it'll activate the immune system to go and clean it up and heal it up. And it stimulates collagen production as well, which we all know collagen makes you look younger, right? So we want to be able to stimulate collagen production. It is essential for the repair of muscles, tendons, and ligaments. So this is super beneficial for injury recovery and surgery recovery. I put it in there too. All right, reduces inflammation. It helps the body modulate the body's inflammatory response, minimizing pain and swelling. So I had a client recently that got a total knee replacement, and we worked with the Wolverine stack in addition to vibroacoustic therapy and red light therapy, and that really helped, along with the cold therapy and the hot therapy to help him heal up super quick. The whole time, it was really the normal time of recovering from a surgery like that is 6 months. We got him 100% in 6 weeks. Yeah. So, supporting gastrointestinal healing. PDA promotes healing of the stomach lining and intestines, making it useful for treating ulcers and other gastrointestinal issues. All right. So I can't stress that enough. Once you heal the gut, that also heals the signaling to the brain. Did you know that about 90% of your serotonin is made in the gut? So if you're struggling with depression or anxiety, this will also help with that via healing the gut. Okay. Like I said, think outside the box, guys. All right. When and where should you inject it? The injection site is typically administered subcutaneously near the site of injury or intramuscularly. It can really be injected any way you want. For gastrointestinal issues, subcutaneous injections in the abdomen are common. The frequency, the frequency is going to depend on your specific issues, but it's going to usually be daily or even twice a day, depending on the situation. The one condition is you should inject it roughly the same time every day. All right. Where do you see the benefits in the body? Well, tendons and ligaments, muscle recovery from training and workouts, joint health. PDA reduces inflammation and promotes healing in joints affected by injury or arthritis. All right. So if you are struggling with arthritis, PDA can help heal that as well. All right. Scar reduction. PDA helps reduce the formation of scar tissue following injury or surgery by accelerating the healing process. Now, if you combined, say, PDA with GHKCU, copper peptide, that can help actually, I've seen it virtually eliminate scars that were already present, right? Especially if you have like stretch marks. Right? It can help with that as well, okay? So very, very, very powerful stuff. So PDA is going to be a powerful in and of itself, by itself. My biggest thing that I really love about it is that it really helps with absorption of nutrients. Now, when I say absorption of nutrients, if you're taking any supplements, it's going to improve the absorption of that. If you're taking testosterone or growth hormone releasing hormones or growth hormone releasing peptides or other peptides, the improvement of the absorption is going to help it all, guys. Now, if you're drinking booze and you're snorting cocaine, it's going to improve the absorption of that too. So be careful. Make sure that you're feeding your body medicine, not poison. All right? That's also very important to stress. All right? And when you're investing yourself into these processes, right, when you have the whole map laid out, and you do these things and you'll attain this result, man, it's not like robotic, but you got to be a little bit stoic with the process at first, okay? But you can change things multitude different ways. You can either change the biochemistry, which this is changing the biochemistry, or you can change, your emotions or feelings about it. But the big thing is you just got to take action, all right? And deliberating over things that maybe you don't know a whole lot about is a situation where you need a coach. So if you'd like to work with me, go to my website, optimizinghuman.com, message me down below. Let me know your thoughts, all right? And some feedback as well. I appreciate you guys for tuning in very much. And if you resonate with this message, please smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button as well, and leave me a comment, and I'll see you on the next video.